Okay, this video is about AA.5 circles. It's calculating the area, circumference, radius, and diameter of a circle. So on this question, it says the circumference of a circle is 6.28 inches. What is a circle's radius? So what we are going to do is we know the circumference. That's what is given, and we need to find the radius. So we know that the circumference formula is C is equal to 2 pi times the radius. So we're going to use this formula to find the radius. And then here below it says use 3.14 for pi. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to say, okay, I know my radius is 6.28, so I'm going to put that in for C. I'm going to put 2 pi and then r. And what I have to do now is I'm going to divide each side by 2 first, okay? So I do 6.28 divided by 2. Well, I can put that in the calculator. When I put that in the calculator, I get 3.14 is equal to pi times the radius. Now I can divide each side by pi, and in this case it said to use 3.14, so this has actually turned into 3.14 divided by 3.14, which is equal to 1. So let's see if I'm right. Okay, this is the same thing, the only difference is that we want to find the diameter. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the circumference formula, but in this case we're going to use pi times the diameter. So our circumference is 18.84 is equal to pi times the diameter. And I want to divide each side by pi, which in this case, they tell us that we want to use 3.14. So we are going to take a calculator, and you can use a calculator on this. We're going to put that in. We're going to put 18.84 divided by 3.14 into the calculator. And we get 6, okay? So on this side, these cancel out, and this side, this turns into 6. So my diameter is equal to 6. Okay, so this one's actually pretty straightforward. This is the kind that we did in class. Here it says the radius of a circle is 2 inches. What is the circle's circumference? So we're going to write our formula down. In this case, we have two different formulas. We either have C is equal to 2 pi r, or C is equal to pi times the diameter. In this case, we are given the radius r, so we're going to use this formula. We're not going to use the diameter. So let's write down our formula. C is equal to 2 pi r. And I know that my radius is equal to 2 inches. So I'm going to do 2 pi times 2. And then I'm going to actually multiply the number. So 2 times 2 is 4. So I have 4 pi. And here it says use 3.14 for pi. So I'm going to do C is equal to 4 times 3.14. And now I'm going to put that in my calculator. So 3.14 times 4 gives me C is equal to 12.56 inches. Okay, so I'm going to put that into my box. 12.56. Excellent. Okay. Here this question is a little bit different. It says, what is the circle's area? So we want to still find the area. So the area formula is area is equal to pi r squared. And now I can say, hey, area is equal to pi. Oh wait, I'm given the diameter of 8, which to find the radius, I have to do 8 divided by 2, which gives me 4. And now I can put 4 in for r. So I have 4, and don't forget that's an exponent that's squared. So now I have a is equal to pi, and then 4 squared is an exponent, so that's 4 times 4. And you can always put that in your calculator. That gives you 16. And now I'm going to use 3.14 for pi, so I'm going to do 3.14 times 16 and put that in my calculator. and I get 50.24. Let's put that in. 50.24. Alright, so say I did this one and I actually got it wrong. So I put 5 in. And I got it wrong. Well, this is what you need to do. You need to actually read the explanation because it will tell you exactly what you did. So it says, over here, this is the question that's given, right? And then right here in the blue, it reminds you which formula you should use. And then it says how to solve it in the orange. So in this case, it actually tells us, hey, we had to put in into the circumference 25.12, and then we had to divide it by 3.14 to get the diameter, right? So whenever you get something wrong, just check this part. Hopefully this video helped.